What's up guys, War History Geek here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at something particularly interesting and somewhat special to me. So whether or not the video has come out before this video or not, I'm not quite sure yet. But I recently acquired a large collection from an older collector looking to get out of the hobby, and included in that collection was this Sony CDR compact disc. And I got it in a huge box of stuff. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, and there was a lot to go through, so I hadn't really had a chance to properly look at it yet. And I asked the original owner, and he said that there was just a bunch of pictures on it, and he didn't really know either. Well, after sitting down and properly looking at it, you can see it's entitled Iraq from a Soldier's View, made from OIF2, photos from specialist, and then there's a signature there. After doing some research and after reviewing the footage, I found that this is, well, exactly what it says. It's Iraq from a Soldier's View, made from photos taken during Operation Iraqi Freedom 2 from early 2003 till about late summer to early fall of 2004. So this is a particularly interesting collection of photos collected by a soldier that was serving there during the invasion of Iraq. And as far as I can tell, these photos have never properly been given the justice that they deserve, allowing the public to get a look at what some of these experiences were. So this video will be the first time that these photographs, as far as I can tell, have ever been made publicly available through the internet. Now, the soldier that recorded these is named Daniel Ricker or Daniel Ricker. I'm not exactly sure about the pronunciation. I've been calling him Daniel Ricker. Daniel Ricker was a specialist first class and, of course, obviously was involved with Operation Iraqi Freedom 2 from early 2003 to mid to late 2004. And based off the photographs, as far as I can tell, he most likely served in the 2nd Battalion of the 69th Armored Regiment of the 3rd Brigade of the 3rd Infantry Division. Now again, this is just an approximation based off the photographs and the history of the unit, as well as some of the patches that appear in the photographs. Something else that points me to this direction is around the middle mark of the video itself, you'll see photos that show some of the aftermath after the deaths of Private First Class Gregory Huxley Jr. and Private Second Class Kelly Pruitt, who were killed in Iraq on April 6, 2003. And both of them served in the 3rd Infantry Division in the 69th Armored Regiment. So there's photographs of some of their names being written on vehicles, on a wall, and then also you'll get a number of photographs of the memorial services held by their unit while they were still in Iraq. So definitely some very interesting, kind of heavy photographs that you're going to see in there. And then also you'll see as well, leading into the second half of the video, that there's also a lot of photographs of men with the 4th Infantry Division patch on their uniforms as well. Now, whether or not Daniel served with the 4th Infantry, as in he transferred units, or if he was just attached to them, but still part of the 3rd Infantry Division, unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure, and of course, I wish the photographs could tell more of a story than what they say already in themselves, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So I've done the best of my ability to approximate about what I think this video shows, but without further ado, please stay tuned. Of course, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but I have to say, in my experience, I've watched it 2 or 3 times now, and it's worth the watch. You can even put it up on faster speed, whatever you got to do. I just highly recommend you check this out. And I'm not going to be doing an outro from this video, so just make sure to stay tuned for future videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy.
Cowboy at the bar, the one at the end with all the scars. He got stomped by the meanest bronc in Santa Fe. But if he looks a little that girl that broke his heart along the way. When a cowboy falls, he falls hard, and sometimes he falls way too far. And you can bet that when he hits the ground, he'll get back up and play the part. Even with a broken heart, he'll hold the reins and hide the pain inside. Love's always a cowboy's toughest ride. Girl, just listen to me now. I should know what I'm talking about, 'cause everything I learned from you. I rode some broncs from hell, and it hurt me every time I fell, but not half as much as the pain of losing you. This cowboy falls, he falls hard, and sometimes he falls way too far. But you can bet that when he hits the ground, he'll get back up and play the part. Even with a broken heart, you hold the reins and hide the pain inside. Love's always a cowboy's toughest ride. You were this old cowboy's toughest ride.
Well, this ain't no Sunday drive. Got the tack red line, throttle open wide. Gentlemen, start your engines. Got an all new diagnostic tune, polish shine, looking like new. This car will blow your mind and your door right off. Rotated tires, balanced line, high stock tan, money can buy. She looks like she's flying when she's sitting at a stop. Your gross straight getting garbage, there's nothing next to mine. This ain't no Sunday drive. Got that tack red line, throttle open wide. Gonna kill a lot of bugs, pass a lot of poles, burn a little rubber down a blacktop road. Better be able to bear that needle, your pink slips on the line. This ain't no Sunday drive. No, it ain't. On mark, set, ready, fly, I'll be waiting at the finish. And your keys to my baby, and don't ask for a ride. This ain't no Sunday drive. No, it ain't, son. Well, this ain't no Sunday drive. Got the tack red line, throttle open wide. Gonna kill a lot of bugs, pass a lot of poles, burn a little rubber down a blacktop road. Better be able to bear that needle, your pink slips on the line. This ain't no Sunday drive. This ain't no Sunday drive. Overdrive.
Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? Were you in the yard with your wife and children, or working on some stage in L.A.? Did you stand there in shock at the sight of that black smoke rising against that blue sky? Did you shout out in anger and fear for your neighbor, or did you just sit down and cry? Did you weep for the children who lost their dear loved ones, pray for the ones who don't know? Did you rejoice for the people who walked from the rubble and sob for the ones left below? Did you burst out with pride for the red, white, and blue, and the heroes who died just doing what they do? Did you look up to heaven for some kind of answer, and look at yourself and what really matters? I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? Teaching a class full of innocent children, or driving down some cold interstate? Did you feel guilty cause you're a survivor? In a crowded room, did you feel alone? Did you call up your mother and tell her you loved her? Did you dust off that Bible at home? Did you open your eyes and hope it never happened? Close your eyes and not go to sleep? Did you notice the sunset the first time in ages, and speak to some stranger on the street? Did you lay down at night, think of tomorrow, go out and buy you a gun? Did you turn off that violent old movie you're watching and turn on I Love Lucy reruns? Did you go to a church and hold hands with some strangers, stand in line and give your own blood? Did you just stay home and cling tight to your family? Thank God you had somebody to love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. And the greatest is love. And the greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September?
Sometimes in my bed at night,
it on TV, we get calls on the phone by the prophets of doom. They won't leave us alone. The planet is dying and there's no time to spare. We spend all our days sowing seeds of despair. We get enough bad news to harden our hearts. This fear that we feed on is what's keeping us apart. To say that we're doomed is just an obvious remark, and it don't make you right, it just keeps you in the dark. I don't wanna live angry, I don't wanna live scared. I don't need no more prophets crying, brother beware. Just put some work in my hands and give me $1 to spare, and don't let me sow those seeds of despair. Well, this earth is a graveyard, it'll swallow our bones. It was here long before us, it'll be here when we're gone. It's a vain generation that looks for a sign. Don't you think we could make better?
Classics like Roy Acuff and George Jones. Lord, I love to hear 'em sing all them old time country songs. But I really got excited about the time I turned 15. That's the first time I heard Waylon and old Bo Seaver sing. They put some drive in their country that really turned me on. Yeah, put some drive in your country, keep country driving on. When the music gets you moving, you know that can't be wrong. Every time I hear that outlaw stuff on my car radio, it makes me wanna drive it just as fast as it'll go. Put some drive in your country, let's keep country driving on. We played some shows in Atlanta on Sunday afternoons. The gigs were packed and I was nervous, 'cause I wanted folks to like my tunes. Crowds were full of younger people, they were all about my age. So I turned and told the band just before we walked on stage, put some drive in your country, fellas. We turned those people on. Oh, yes we did. Hey, put some drive in your country, keep country driving on. When the music gets you dancing, that can't be wrong. See, I made myself a promise when I was just a kid. I'd make southern rock and country, that's just what I did. Put some drive in the country, keep country driving on. Hey!
with getting over you. I can't quit till I'm through. I get up with the sun and I go down with the moon. Pain and tears can't be all there is. Is it any wonder I'm feeling 6 feet under? Baby, you're nothing but too much trouble. Gotta bury this love and bury the shovel. Gonna dig me a hole and make it deep. I'm gonna lay it down what's left of us and then put this thing to sleep. Let my soul rest in peace. Gotta nail down the lid on these stone cold memories. Pain and tears can't be all there is. Is it any wonder I'm feeling 6 feet under? Baby, you're nothing but too much trouble. Gotta bury this love and bury the shovel.
Start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the